What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yes. So, Riggins, I always consider it a victory whenever we come across something to present to our TJ and Riggins family. And it is just so relatable to everybody. You know, that's awesome. And I think this is one of those things. It's a clip from the social medias of a lady who is asking a simple question about how you do this in your life.
Your fingernails and your toenails. When I grew up, I was taught to clip them over the toilet. So if anything falls or they just drop right into the toilet. Because I'm learning that everybody wasn't raised the same. And I just want to know, where do you clip your toenails and your fingernails? Because if I catch one more toenail around my home where it should not be, it's going to be a lot of slow singing and flower bringing. That's nasty. So I want to know, do y'all clip them in the bedroom? Do y'all clip them with some, like a newspaper underneath? Do you clip them outside? Where were you taught to clip your toenails?
It's a great question.
Yeah. Now, the newspaper thing is probably, if that used to be a thing, it's not as much anymore because we don't have newspapers anymore.
Yeah.
They're extinct. So that may not be a thing.
No.
Yeah. I was never taught to touch the toilet at any time, not even clipping my toenails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my mom would have never said, go in there and do it over the toilet ever.
Because you got to prop your foot up on the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess you would raise the seat all the way. So you just like foot to bowl.
Yeah. I mean, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you would have left the toilet seat down just to give the bottom of your foot more space to rest on.
But then it'll move. It'll shift a little
toilet
bit.
seat?
If you put your weight pushing one way on the toilet seat, it'll start to move around.
And she did say they just fall in. You know, as you clip them, they fall in. So.
I've never used the toilet to clip my toenails.
I use a towel.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. It's a towel my wife uses to dry her face every night.
Nice.
No.
It's like, what is hard on this?
All scratched up.
Yeah. I do it over the sink.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I do too.
Wait a minute. Over the sink, what are you talking about?
Put your foot up on the edge of the countertop where the sink is.
Yeah.
And then
You have to be flexible.
Yeah.
You got to be really flexible. You got to put your foot all the way up on the countertop. That's insane.
Yeah.
I
can still do it with my big old belly.
Can you?
Yeah. He could touch the doorpost with his high kick. Yeah.
Do you think most people are doing that?
I don't know.
I think
That's
so.
the thing.
I
You
think-
never talk about it.
You think most people are, Lindsay?
Yeah. Most women and flexible men.
Okay.
Like Kyle, I don't think does it.
And
I'm not sure what he does.
And you just rinse them down the drain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew. That's gross. I don't know why.
Can you use your left hand? Well, you're left-handed, but can you use your other hand to cut your toenails? Like one foot with one hand and one with the other?
That's how I do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Not me.
Use the same hand?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't do much with my left hand.
So we'll keep this going sometime till we find an answer what we're supposed to do.
TJ, thank you for joining us. Lindsay, want to thank you for listening. Let's go! This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to hear the new TJ and Riggins shows, archives, podcasts, watch the show, and more. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
So by now, you've probably heard me talk about Mandu Charlotte, and ooh, it's my latest obsession. I love it, and it's only 15 minutes out of your day, and it feels like and looks like you've been in the gym for hours. What it is, they put electromuscle stimulation vests on you. You do little workout, 15-minute simple moves, but the vest stimulates your muscles, and I'm telling you, tones, lengthens, strengthens. You're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to achieve those weight loss goals. Check out Mandu Charlotte, and your first one is free. Go to tjriggins.com/fitness.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, so we are on to the hot topic. This lady on the social medias was asking, how were you taught to cut your toenails? She clips hers over the toilet, so they fall down into the toilet. Lindsay and I both foot on the sink in the bathroom, and Riggins said that's gross. So what question is, how do you do yours, Riggins?
So I need to prop my foot up. I just can't. I don't think I can get it up on the counter. I haven't tried to do that in a long time. I don't think I could. But I'll prop it up on an ottoman or something and put a towel beneath it, and then just take the towel and then dump it over the trash can.
So you take it out into the living room. You do it in the living room.
No, I typically do it upstairs because somebody told me years ago it's best to clip your toenails after you take a shower.
It is, yeah.
Is that true? Okay.
Yeah.
I fall for everything, so
It is because they're softer.
Yeah, that's what they said. So I typically do it upstairs where my shower is. So I have a ottoman up there that I use, prop my foot up on.
That's cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why people collect them. You know, we've had those stories before about people collecting them and in big jars and so. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Ew.
I just like collecting things.
It is weird, though, to think about. Like, I wonder if people do just clip them in their bed or wherever, you know?
I can't
Because
imagine.
with the kids, you got to trap them. It's entrapment. You got to trap them wherever they're at and catch them off guard. So it could be in the bed. So I try to, like, collect them in my hand, and then it's a mess. But
that's how I have to do with my dog. You got to clip one nail a day while he's napping, and then you just move on to another day. It takes like 10 days to clip his nails.
yeah.
But TJ, you're crazy about clipping your fingernails. You do it almost obsessively.
Twice a week, probably.
Which is good.
Yeah, I mean, he likes zero white. He doesn't want any white on his fingernail. Where do you do it?
Over the sink.
You do that over the sink, too?
Yeah.
You're just flushing all these nails down the sink drain?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
You should see what goes down my sink. It's clogged all the time. we got hair pieces. We got lash. My mascara is like lash extensions. Falls down. I mean, it's clogged all the time.
You got a Sephora in your drain.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have a chronic clog problem.
Chronic.
There's eyelashes and fake hair and extensions.
Kyle went to Lowe's and he was like, I need the most hardcore drain clogger you have.
Yeah. What is that stuff I used to use, Riggins?
Liquid fire.
Yeah, liquid fire. Tell them to get liquid fire. Get the kids out of the house.
TJ, you got to tell
Seriously?
that story. Oh my gosh. TJ got this stuff. Well, I don't know if we have time. It's the most intense stuff ever.
I got to know this story.
Yeah, I mean, because they tell you that you need to wear protective gloves and a shield because it's so strong. It's just this chemical that you just
Shield.
Yeah, for your face. You don't want it to splash up on you. They say it's the most powerful chemical you can pour down your sink. And
oh my God.
Yeah, and certain sinks and pipes, they won't even do it. Somebody told me that when a plumber gets where they can't go any farther, they get the liquid fire.
The DJ had like a batting helmet on and a face shield and oven mitts on. Pouring the stuff down the drain.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins.
New radio is your new marketing, advertising, and influencing dream option. Go to tjriggins.com/explosion. The future of advertising is here. tjriggins.com/explosion.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
The Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are set to get a 400% raise this upcoming NFL season. A 400% raise.
Yeah, so now they'll be making $40 a game.
Don't get paid much. They are the highest paid cheerleaders in the NFL, though, right?
Yeah, they're the most iconic.
They're certainly the
cheerleaders,
most iconic.
And they have a reality show. And I wonder if some of that is from the reality show.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Their reality show on Netflix, America's Sweethearts, the Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders, is a hit on the streaming platform.
Yeah. And in my high.
Is that right?
Yeah. My wife is into that.
And it's a reality show just based on the behind-the-scenes work of what goes into becoming a cheerleader?
Well, that's what the other reality shows about the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know if this is the same one and Netflix has just gotten it. Do you know, Lindsay?
I don't know.
Because I think it used to be on the TLC or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I watched it. And they make pretty decent. I think when I was watching it, they were making like $75,000 a year.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, decent for that kind of job.
Yeah. There had been a push in the past few years to get them paid more. So now it looks like it's happening with a 400% raise.
Well, and they all have other jobs. So this is like a second gig.
Okay. I didn't know that. So that's interesting news to share.
And my wife did tell me that there are two of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders that were on the dance team at LSU. And they were talking about how they were the best ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so rare. A little catty, maybe.
Yeah.
Love to hear it.
I mean, we Louisianians, we bring the heat. we bring the rhythm and the rhyme.
Yep.
Taco Bell in the news. A lot of people enjoying their new crispy chicken strips. They had the nuggets a while back, and now they've got these new chicken strips for a limited time. You can get them in a taco, a burrito, or I believe a quesadilla. But all reviews say just forget the tortilla and just get the chicken strips. They're pretty good.
It's just a principle with me.
What's that?
Yeah.
If I'm going to Taco Bell, I want fast Mexican.
Yeah.
I don't want what I can get at every other fast food place.
Good point.
I don't want fries.
Yep.
I don't want no chicken strips. I don't want no bologna sandwiches, which is what I hear they're coming out with next.
Is that right?
Fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, I agree with you. I like the classics at Taco Bell, and I don't really vary. I like the ground beef and, cheesy gordita crunch, the standards.
Now the cinnamon bun things, the little donut things with the cream cheese in the middle, I got to get those. Those are fantastic.
But they're authentically Mexican. I had those in Tijuana in 1989.
Viva la Mexico.
Right from Cinnabon.
They call it Cinnabon.
Cinnabon.
And then today is National Take Your Dog to Work Day. So if you see some four-legged furry friends running around the office, that's why. It's National Take Your Dog to Work Day.
Why didn't you, Riggins?
He's not, he doesn't like messing around.
He doesn't like to work.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He's just a distraction for me, honestly.
Yeah, he likes doing his thing.
He does.
Yeah, he's like an old man.
He is like an old man, so we're a perfect team. So I need Lindsay's help coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at tjriggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at tjriggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at tjriggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. tjriggins.com.
Our friends at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress are having a huge Independence Day sale. Big savings all over the place, like 15% off avocado mattresses, 15% off Boom Day bedroom furniture. You can also save $500 on the best-selling Breeze Tempur-Pedic mattresses and so much more. Don't miss the big Independence Day sale going on at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Check them out at tjriggins.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ's going to Charleston this weekend. Really exciting.
Yeah.
Perfect time to go to Charleston. I love Charleston. Not like women like Charleston, because women love Charleston.
Yeah.
It's Nashville. To me, it's the same thing. It's fine. I love the restaurants in Charleston. It's beautiful. But I think women like it more.
Yeah, because of the reality show.
Southern Charm?
Yeah.
Okay.
They think they're going to run into Craig somewhere or something.
Please, if I ran into Craig. But, Lindsay, I want your help because you know TJ as well as I do. I've got a list of things TJ can do while he's in Charleston if he finds himself with some free time. And I want you to decide if you think TJ would be into it, and then TJ will tell us if he would or would not, okay?
Perfect.
Okay, what about TJ going to the historic Charleston City Market where he can browse local crafts and Southern treats? Do you think TJ would be into that?
Do I even need to say it?
Yeah. No, you don't. TJ, would
She's
you?
right.
She's right. Okay.
Yeah.
But TJ, Southern treats.
I know.
I love it, personally.
Now, mind you, it is June, and it's going to be warm out.
hot,
A little warm, a little sticky. What about TJ going down Rainbow Row? You know, those houses, those iconic pastel-colored homes, and just doing a tour and taking some cute pics. What do you think, Lindsay?
Yeah, no, I'm going to say no to that.
TJ?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No?
No.
What about going to the Battery and White Point Garden, the waterfront promenade lined with mansions and cannons?
Cannons and mansions, no bars? Okay, I'm going to say no.
Yeah.
I have been through there.
Yeah.
But it was going somewhere else. I cut through there. Yeah.
Just passing
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
Just let me cut through.
Yeah. I mean, it was cool to see the cannons and how where the fort was, in the Revolutionary War. And stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
You like that a little bit.
Right.
What about the Charleston Museum, America's first museum, and it's rich in low country history?
No.
No.
No, I'm not a museum person.
Right when you said museum, I'm like, he's out.
There could be a museum dedicated to me, and I wouldn't want to go.
Yeah, your statue could be inside, and you would never see it.
Okay, well, maybe this is more your speed. You could explore the Charleston food scene at places like Husk, Fig, and Leon's Oyster Shop.
I mean,
Well, Lindsay's supposed to answer.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
yeah, you're gonna eat. You're gonna explore some restaurants.
I already know firsthand that I love two of those places. You
Is that
mentioned.
right?
Yeah, Fig and Leon's.
I've heard Husk is well worth the money as well.
Yeah, I haven't been to Husk.
Okay.
That's good.
But those other two I have.
Okay. What else?
And
Here
then at Christmas, they turn Leon's sign upside down and say Noel.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. What about taking one of the? Do you think TJ would be into taking one of those carriage rides, the horse-drawn carriage rides down the cobblestone streets?
I don't see him doing that. It would surprise me if he said yes.
Yeah. Would you do that?
Jody and I did that the first time we went to Charleston, and it's a tour. They tell you what you're seeing and all that, and it just so happened that we got the only horse and buggy tour guide with a stutter.
Is that right?
Yeah, and it was a little frustrating, for him obviously too, but
Yeah.
it was just a weird experience because
Yeah.
by the time he said what something was, we were past it, because the horse was just walking.
Whoa.
Yeah. The horse don't know.
Yeah.
A tour guide with a stutter. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, how do you get that gig?
Wow.
Not making fun of it or anything.
No, of
It's
course
it's a
not.
problem, but it was just different.
Yeah. Well, TJ, have fun in Charleston this weekend.
I will. Sounds like a blast.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Prime Plus members get extra funny, commercial-free versions of all the shows and more. Sign up at TJRiggins.com. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So, it is unbelievably Friday. It's so Friday.
Yes.
And it's time for Riggins' little funny song about behind-the-scenes stuff, in front-of-the-scenes stuff of the TJ and Riggins Show, as well as all of popular culture. It's called Riggins Week in Review.
And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. TJ's traveling for a wedding this weekend. That's what he's going to do. I'm just going to the pool and watching the College World Series, but now I wish I could switch with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I would just love to swap.
It's okay. I hate those two things.
You're going to have so much more fun than I am. TJ's burning the candle at both ends. You can't say that he's not. TJ, don't let your Aunt Tina hear this. She might think it's a reference to smoking pot. Did I hear you say something about burning the candle?
Oh, my gosh, I would die.
You would die. He's got 2 jobs and a bunch of meetings. He's working himself to death. It's amazing that he still has time to sell all that crystal meth. And this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Today is National Take Your Dog to Work Day, which I think is a cool idea. But if I switch up my dog's routine, it's just instant diarrhea.
For both of them.
For both of us.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is National Martini Day. This is a dangerous one, I fear. Lindsay's observing the holiday by celebrating every day for a year. Pepsi and Mountain Dew discontinued 14 flavors. It was a topic we started discussing, but if it's any consolation, every one of them sounded disgusting. And this is my song, it's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you. Taco Bell just launched their chicken strips. That news left me perplexed. They actually come with a toilet seat belt for what will inevitably be coming next. My birthday is happening next week. I'll probably celebrate with the fam. The one thing I can't stop thinking about is how much younger than Lindsay I am.
Oh
my God.
So much.
So much younger.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's also my brother's birthday this weekend, so I'll be celebrating that too. And oh my God, I just realized even my older brother is younger than you.
That is not true.
Ow.
That is not true. That is not true.
Well, anyway, this is my song. It's called The Week in Review. It's a week's worth of shows summarized for you. No special effects and no auto-tune. Just me and my guitar performing for you.
And old Lindsay.
Yeah.
I'm a good sport.
Thank you.
Man, such a stinger.
Yeah, that one burned. I'm sorry. TJ's a real man's man, and I have a way to prove that based on a thread that's gone viral on the internet. I'll tell you about it next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
The TJ and Riggins Show is available to stream every weekday around 7 a.m. Eastern at TJRiggins.com. Stream on your phone, on your iPad, in your car, on your laptop at work, or from your smart home devices. And if you can't listen live, that's not a problem. Listen later as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Amazon Music, or at TJRiggins.com. The Week in Review, Group Therapy, Extra Funny Podcast, the TJ and Jody's House Podcast. So many great things to listen to every day of the week. Listen live or listen later at TJRiggins.com. It's easier than ever to enjoy the show. TJRiggins.com.
Hey, it's TJ, and the people at Cozy Earth are thrilled with all the people who have bought that bubble cuddle blanket that I've been promoting. And as you know, I get a special discount for you, the highest discount that any influencer gets, which is 41% off when you use the code TJ at checkout. People are also loving the bamboo bedding and pajamas. A lot of celebrities like those, but that doesn't matter. I like them. I'm the only celebrity you need to worry about. Go to tjriggins.com/deals. Use the code TJ at checkout for that big 41% discount on everything at Cozy Earth.
The TJ Riggins 24/7 Carolina stream is available in the Media Center at tjriggins.com. Sponsored by R. Gregory Jewelers in Statesville. Go to tjriggins.com/diamond. At R. Gregory Jewelers, we speak diamond.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show with TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob.
Sets the tone for my day.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
So I think it's really cool. TJ said for years that he's never had a problem going into a drugstore or a grocery store to buy feminine products for his wife.
Yeah.
Or whoever in the house.
Or the homeless chick outside.
Or I'll be honest, I've never done it, but I would be uncomfortable doing it. I'm sure that'll change, when I'm married or I have to get them for, my daughter or whatever the scenario is. I'm sure it'll change, but I'd be uncomfortable doing it. Lindsay, would your husband go in and get that kind of stuff for you?
He does it all the time.
All the time.
Mm-hmm. All the time.
He's got a lot. I mean,
all the time. Because if I have the kids, I'm not going to the grocery store. Because that's just a nightmare. I mean, I do sometimes, but he'll just swing by home on the way from work or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's ever really been needed though in my house because Jody buys everything in bulk.
Right.
We always have
That's right.
batteries, Kleenex, paper towels. I mean, everything that you need on a regular basis. We're like a warehouse.
Yeah.
I just can't picture, and it's weird. I can't picture us running out of anything.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah. And you got to be careful too when you're asking men to get certain, because they don't a lot of times get the right thing.
Yeah,
like when I asked Kyle, I just had Brooks and I needed pads.
Yeah.
And I told him that and he brought me back sticky notes.
Oh, get out.
I swear.
Sticky notes?
Like a pad of paper.
Like a pad of paper. She said she needed pads. He brought
my
pads of paper.
Yeah, he didn't even realize that's what I was talking about. Because I don't usually wear that. I mean, it was right after I gave birth. Yeah. Anyway, not to get too gripey.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
You could have given him a little bit more detail if he's going in blind, and I don't know how many options there are, but
not if she just had a baby too. I mean, that's
he wasn't. He wasn't getting it.
I understand that, but I'm saying, you just want me to go in blind and pick one?
Yeah.
Even if she did want
but
that kind of pad, he should have asked more questions.
I agree.
Yeah. Like, okay, do you need it like a small, legal size? What are you looking for?
Yeah.
Here?
So she didn't offer up the information, and he didn't ask. I think both of you are.
It was wild. It was wild. He came home. I was like, "What? What am I supposed to do with this?"
Did you use the sticky notes?
I mean, I love a sticky note. Trust me, they're all over the house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have just said what brand.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I would, because
I don't even.
I've watched TV.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's heard that term before. Like he knows the other thing, but.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Yeah. It's men. What are you gonna do?
God forbid you ask him for a light days. He'd be like,
"What?
I just took you on a weekend getaway, babe. Wasn't that a light day for you?
Yeah.
Relaxing?"
Well, there's a great thread on the internet of just women talking about things their husbands think are too feminine to do, like using conditioner. Like her husband refuses to use conditioner, refuses to change diapers.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, somebody was complaining, you need to get rid of that guy. He's no dad if he doesn't want to change his diaper.
I would divorce him in a minute.
Unless he's talking about his mom or her mom.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to do that either.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
The TJ and Riggins Show is new at 7 a.m. Eastern each weekday morning and available most anywhere you watch or listen to shows. YouTube, podcast platforms, streaming and radio station sites are all now at our media center at tjriggins.com. It works just like an app, easy to navigate, and you'll get everything right there on one page. All the podcasts, all the videos, all the great deals you can take advantage of as a member of the radio family. The TJ and Riggins Show is right there in your hand. Learn how to add it to your phone's home screen at tjriggins.com/ad.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
All right, we got another person that is copying me and getting all kinds of credit for it. You know, this is a dude on the social medias, and he's talking about why wives should not discuss their problems with other women and how detrimental that can be to a marriage. So obviously he got the whole subject from me, because I always say that.
Yeah.
I've said that since I was a toddler. Since I was in diapers, I've said that. All right, here he is.
Never let your wife talk to another woman unless you're there to supervise. Women are not capable of solving problems. All they're doing is feeding into each other's delusions. Their goal is to sabotage each other's relationship. They'll be like, what? You were in an argument and your husband yelled at you? You need to leave him. Or they'll be like, what? Your husband didn't yell at you? That means he doesn't want to fight for you. You need to leave him. I'm telling you, women are not capable of solving any problems. The only good points a woman has ever made is when it's cold outside and she's not wearing a bra. Follow for more like this.
See?
I just can't. It's hard to listen to.
Yeah. Now, the concept is the same that he got from me, but then he took it off into a terrible direction. I'm not mean like that when I say it. I don't say that their women friends are trying to sabotage their relationships. I just say that it's not good, because if you've got a problem with your husband, your female friends are not going to help you fix the problem. They're just going to support you. That's what they're programmed to do. And girl, I can't believe he did that. And that's, whatever. They're not always going to encourage you to leave him.
Okay.
But they're going to tell you, oh, I can't believe he did that. You are so right. I don't blame you for feeling that way. And because that's what women friends are for. You always want, women will say it, but they need a friend. What's the best part about your friend? She supports me, But if you really have a problem with your husband, tell him and y'all fix it together, rather than telling your nail tech. Now, if you got a problem with other people and you don't want anybody trying to help you solve it, then don't tell your husband. That's when you tell your nail tech and your sister and your mama and all of them.
Okay.
If you just, don't want anybody to help you solve the problem. Because man is built to help solve the problem. He doesn't want you to be unhappy. And a lot of times women don't like when men try to help them with their problems. They just want them to listen. Well, that's not a good thing to do to a man.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll rip him apart. What,
and I never go to my girlfriends expecting. I don't want them to help me fix it,
Right.
We're just venting. Like you said, like we want to vent. We want you to be there. I don't want your input on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just want the pity.
Is that what it is?
Kinda.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, I want you to be on my side.
Yeah. You want them to reaffirm your feelings.
Yes.
Or confirm
Validate.
your feelings. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And men aren't wired to do that. Men are wired to say that they're going to make it better for you by helping you solve a problem. And then they'll go, I just wanted you to listen. I don't want you to try to solve my problems. Well, then don't take it to him. That'd be like getting old Joey Chestnut on 4th of July and putting a bunch of hot dogs in front of him and telling him not to eat them as fast as he can. It's just his nature.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
Let's go.
It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Table and Twine in Charlotte is ready to help with all your summer adventures, like their new artisan picnic package. It's perfect for your beach and lake days. Ready to eat with no heating or preparation required. Order yours today, tjriggins.com/tableandtwine.
What is new radio? New radio is
streaming everywhere.
Listen to the show starting each weekday morning at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
Yes, it is. Hey, Lindsay.
Yeah.
You were a professional dancer, which is always confusing to say because then people automatically think that you're, either a stripper or you're on Broadway or something like that. But you were a dancer for an NBA team. And NBA doesn't have cheerleaders; they have dancers. NFL has cheerleaders, right? Okay,
that's the difference. Yeah.
Well, the world's first professional cheerleading league is going to launch next year. It's called the Pro Cheer League. And will be comprised of teams in Atlanta, Dallas, Miami, and San Diego during its initial season. So that's competitive cheer, right? That's not just saying you're a professional cheerleader because you cheer for a professional sports team. This is where they go to competition and all of that.
Right.
Okay.
This is like, have you seen the show Cheer on Netflix? That's these people.
Yeah. But they're not high school or college. They're older and they're professional.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this will be fun. Old cheerleaders.
Now, here's the question: is that different than if men decided to start a pro high school football league? Like they went back and started playing football against each other? Like they were in high school?
Yeah.
You think it's the same, Riggins?
Yeah, absolutely. No, wait a minute. No, because those cheerleaders that are going to compete are going to be the best of the best. The high school football league will not be the best of the best because that's the NFL.
No, but okay. Well, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I was going to say that these guys are probably the best of the best that aren't professional, like NFL or whatnot. So they're probably still really good.
But we've got those.
And this is a completely different type of cheerleading stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
And there's not a professional cheerleading league, so this is like the first of its kind, right?
And it's all for a trophy, like they do, like at that cheer camp or something.
I'm curious to see how it's going to play. Like, what's the end goal? I don't.
I want to see all that too.
Yeah, will people watch it? That's going to be what it comes down to.
Who's going to get the spirit stick?
TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, TJRiggins.com. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Okay, everyone, here's a little PSA for you. R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville, Father's Day is just 2 weeks away. And they're the place you need to go. Because at R. Gregory Jewelers, they not only have women's jewelry, but they have men's pocket knives, they have men's jewelry, they have cool watches. Anything you need, they got you covered. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville, and even if your man is like, you know what, don't give me anything, no. He needs something, he wants something, he deserves something. So go to R. Gregory Jewelers, downtown Statesville.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
So we're talking about this new professional cheerleading league, the world's first, and trying to imagine what's going to happen and how these are adult women doing cheer competitions. And I mentioned the spirit stick. And the way I know about the spirit stick is because when I was in high school, my girlfriend was a cheerleader. and she had gone to cheer camp at Louisiana Tech.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was an hour from where I lived, and where I went to college a few times. So her mom called me, and back then we didn't have cell phones and stuff. So she called me at home and said, "Hey, they're doing their competition Thursday, and she wanted to know if you would go up there with me to watch." And I was like, I don't really want to do that, but I did. So I rode up there with her mom, and they did their little competition. They did well, and then all of a sudden they were ending the session, and the I guess the counselors or whatever you would call them, the bosses of the cheer camp, one of them went out in the middle of the arena area, which was basically just a big gym, and held up this stick and said, and each team was broken up around the room together. Who gets the spirit stick? And then all of these girls just started screaming to the top of their lungs and jumping up and down. And that's how she awarded the spirit stick for the day, is that which team she looked out there and determined was the most excited and had the most spirit. And it was nothing but screaming. And there was maybe one other man in the room. It was a dad that was there watching his daughter. And I think I would have rather taken a bullet to the shoulder at least than hear that. I mean, there's something, men have that in their ears where that's the worst thing that they can hear is women screaming like that.
It's just so important, though, to get the spirit stick. You got to be so loud. Oh, it was just the joy of my life.
Yeah, and so am I describing it correctly? That's the way it works?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It was
You go
excruciating.
all out for that stick.
Right.
You go all out.
And I hated to break up with her on the spot, but I did.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it.
This is TJ and Riggins. Subscribe to all the shows at TJRiggins.com and never miss the latest episodes. Thank you for joining us. This is TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. TJ and Riggins. New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show. With TJ, Riggins, Lindsay, Tech D Rob. Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show. Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
I have a quick little quiz. Riggins, you don't play immediately because I think you'll get this. I think this will be an easy one for you. So we'll let Lindsay have a shot at getting this correct first. And then if she can't get it, then you can guess. All right. So are you listening, Lindsay? You ready?
I'm listening.
All right. They've asked this question. They've surveyed people, and they said, if there was a fully functioning city in Antarctica, would you go and would you consider living there? And 28% of people said they would consider living in Antarctica if there were a fully functioning city. Okay? Now, 100% of those 28 people are what?
White?
Exactly.
That is correct.
Yay.
That is correct.
I was going to say dumb, but okay. Yeah,
That too.
got it.
You know, that's just a bunch of white. Yeah, I think that would be great.
I think that would be fantastic.
So peaceful.
Antarctica.
Living out there in Antarctica. See, I was kind of maybe leading you to say they're men because, women wouldn't want to live in that kind of cold.
Yeah.
But I don't know that to be true, that all 28% of the people who said they would live in Antarctica are white, but we didn't even have to look that up.
I don't need to.
No.
We have to assume.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Absolutely. A lot of whites.
Yeah.
God.
Just like you, you wouldn't expect anybody at our friend Alexis's family reunion, they're from El Salvador, to say that they want to go live on another planet either.
Yeah. Right.
Same thing.
Only white people say that. Well, yeah. I don't. I think that's goofy.
Living on another planet?
Or just space in general.
Yeah.
You know, anything about space.
Or probably another continent. Living on another continent for me would be so.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Unless it's another continent like Virgin Islands.
Now that's
my favorite continent.
Heck yeah.
Virgin Islands.
Beam me up, Scotty. I'm going to Bora Bora.
Belize, please. Yes, sir.
TJ Riggins and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. Introducing the new Media Center on the TJRiggins.com home screen. The easiest way ever to get everything TJ Riggins all in one place. The new Media Center is the easy way to access everything we do. The radio family asked for it, and now it's here. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
It's been a while since I changed the decor in my house, and I looked around the other day and thought, I need to go to Lily and Grace. So that's just what I did. I went to Lily and Grace, I found new pillows, I found some cute decor, and some rugs. And not only that, they have gifts, they have bedding. You can even design your own pillows and make your own rugs. It's incredible. And if you're confused about which direction to go, Robin, the owner, will even come to your house and guide you with it. So check out Lily and Grace today at Langtree in Mooresville.
The most important stories in the world. This is Now Trending on the TJ and Riggins Show.
It's the first day of summer. Today is the first day of summer.
Yeah. What? I feel like we've been here. We've been here.
Well, sure. In your case, you've been here 41 times, right? 40 times?
I'm just saying, it's been a long summer already for me.
Oh, so. Has it really?
I mean, yeah. The kids got out mid-May. You know?
I'm so sorry.
It's been hot since mid-May. It's been hot.
Yeah. It is the longest day of the year today. So you get more sunlight, but it's a celebration. It is the first day of summer. Love summer.
Solstice.
I don't get down with it. I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't know what it means.
This is the summer solstice. I don't know what that means. It sounds like witchcraft to me. I know it's probably not, but
yeah, it sounds like astrology to me.
Yeah, I just don't understand. Yeah. Maybe that makes me sound stupid, but
I also don't like saying that there's the Ides of a month other than March. You know, people say
they do that.
The Ides of June.
Oh no.
Oh,
come on.
Don't like that.
I don't even know what that means.
So enjoy the first day of summer, however you will. There are reports that there are more 911 calls because people are drinking more of these like infused drinks, not knowing that they're infused with THC or CBD, and they're freaking out. If you go in any of these stores, like everything, you really got to check labels. You're like, is this just like a regular energy drink or is there like mushrooms in it? You know, you never know. So you really got to be careful. And it turns out a lot of people are calling 911 because they didn't realize what was in it.
And a lot of bars they have these drinks in breweries and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want a craft THC drink.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
It's a THC and IPA together.
Next thing you know, you're playing cornhole.
Delicious.
Yeah, you're playing cornhole on their outdoor patio, and everything is doubled. It's like, what am I drinking here?
You're playing cornhole, and they don't even have a cornhole board.
Well, I was just going to say that's not possible at a brewery. Don't they all have cornhole or the giant Jenga somewhere on the premises?
I think so.
Yeah,
is sort of
that's
standard fare.
Yeah.
And then the news came out this week that Charlie Sheen is writing his autobiography. It's out in September. And we haven't heard a lot from Charlie Sheen since he had, winning Tiger Blood. I'm on a drug. It's called Charlie Sheen. He's a wacko. Yeah. So he's writing a book. Hopefully, he's looking to make some money on that thing.
I thought, is it an autobiography or is it written in auto pen?
Auto pen?
The way Joe Biden signed everything. Somebody else signed for him in the auto pen thing.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Hopefully, Charlie will write it himself.
He's got integrity.
Yeah, come on.
All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
When you subscribe to the show, you get all of our shows right when you open up your podcast apps, YouTube app, or social media. Learn more at tjriggins.com/subscribe.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Baby, let's go.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Lindsay, this is just for you coming up in a second, but in case you missed it, our Gregory Jewelers in downtown Statesville, North Carolina is having a huge sale on Saturday, 10 to 4. It's only 6 hours, up to 60% off a ton of inventory. So they only do it once a year. It's just massive.
It's the whole store is up to 60%. So you're going to find a deal on pretty much anything you want.
Yeah, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So they're in downtown Statesville, North Carolina. You can visit them online at ourgregoryjewelers.com or just stop by Saturday from 10 to 4 for this unbelievable sale. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty busy over there.
I love the smell of diamonds.
Same.
It smells beautiful. So, Lindsay, you might want to pay attention. There is a family therapist that says this is the perfect way to tell your kids you're getting a divorce. So,
Thanks. I'm like,
well, you know, you've been married 7 years. They say this is when most couples get divorced at the 7-year mark. That's why they call it the 7-year itch.
Mm-hmm.
true. And I've been itching, honey. No.
And he said, cause,
I got hives, baby. I got chicken pox.
he said, because one of them went out and brought home something at 7 years.
Came back with something. The family therapist said, minimize the time you spend with your kids before you tell them. And she said, basically, it's because you're so nervous that day that your nervous energy and your sadness about what's about to happen will bleed over onto them. So actually minimize the time. Go for your run, go to the gym, but then, have the conversation later. The second thing she says it's super important that a lot of parents don't do, cut to the chase. Don't say, hey, we have a big family meeting coming up in half an hour, and you give kids panic. They'd start thinking that a relative died or something like that. They say, just say, hey, we want to talk to you really quick, and then sit them down and deliver the news.
Mm-hmm.
Third thing she said, don't tell your family friends before your kids.
Good luck.
Well, understood. That's easier said than done, I guess.
Yeah. With one of the parents.
Especially for women.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say it. Yeah. I'd call up all my friends before I told my kids.
Yeah.
And again, because you want affirmation that you're doing the right thing.
Right.
And you get that from other women.
See? It all comes back. It's full circle. And the final thing she says, the family expert says, do this when telling your kids about your divorce. Don't sugarcoat the divorce part. She says, I hate the word divorce, but you definitely don't want to use the words conscious uncoupling like you've heard some celebrities use. So that's a good piece of advice from a family therapist because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupid.
We're doing some conscious uncoupling. Yeah. She said, please don't do that. It's just really
Even
not
adults don't understand what that means. You're going to tell a 5-year-old we're consciously, okay.
Yeah, come on. It's just ridiculous. So there's some little tips for you.
Stupid.
Yeah! All right, let's go.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. Click the deals button to get all our exclusive best deals anywhere from all of the TJ and Riggins Show partners. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
The big Independence Day sale is going on at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Savings all over the place on mattresses and bedroom furniture, plus that delivery service that's second to none. Go to tjriggins.com/mattress to check out Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress. Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Good morning. Good morning.
Wakey, wakey.
Oh, you know what? One of my wife's wishes has come true. I just was thinking about this the other day. Since I've been working the night job as well, doing that night show. Because one of her biggest criticisms of my behavior was that I watch too much TV.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's all you do. You sit up there and watch, and it doesn't even have to be a crime show, you know, she said they're watching crime. You know, she says that a lot. But then if there is a show that we're discussing or somebody says, you know, have you seen this show or whatever? And I say, yeah, I watched that show. When did you watch that? Well, just when I'm upstairs, when I finish doing my work, you know, I watch TV. You're down here doing stuff. I'm trying to stay out of your way. My God, he'll just sit in front of that TV. I should have known if there's any show on TV, he's seen it. Well, now I don't get to watch TV because all of my day is spent preparing for this show and that one.
Yeah.
And then I have to drive an hour every evening to get back into the big liberal dangerous city of Charlotte. So there, and by the time I get home, it's going to bed.
Yeah, no TV.
No, I haven't watched a show in 3 weeks. Really?
Are you missing it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he loves TV.
Yeah.
I mean, I would totally. I'm just.
Haven't been under my cozy all over blanket.
Oh no. TJ.
Just
so sorry.
Because it takes a lot to prepare that other show because I don't have partners to help me with the presentation. It's just, well, you've seen Riggins. It's just me talking.
It's all you, and I can only imagine how tired you are of talking after doing this show and that show. I would just want to stay dead silent.
Yeah,
same.
The moment the mics go off.
Mm-hmm. And then you throw that podcast that Jody demands we do so she can get some attention.
Yeah, she's a hog.
Podcast hog.
Yeah,
she is.
She's like, you going to put in a few more hours so we don't have to do that podcast anymore?
Yeah. She said before, I don't know why we did that podcast. I'm like, well, people love it. She's like,
Mm-hmm.
She's been waiting to get rid of that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now that she's an influencer.
Oh, please tell me about
selling her clothes and all that on the social medias.
I've got an idea about what to do next. Oh my God.
Yeah. And Riggins is like, I have an idea about what to do next. Shh.
Block my number. That's my idea. Don't call me. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I don't watch TV anymore.
Yeah, that's super sad because it brings you so much joy. People laugh about it. She laughs about it, but it really does bring you joy and peace.
Yeah, because I like to pretend that I'm in there with them.
Well, that's crazy. You're in there with them.
No, I'm kidding. All right, so we have in case you missed it, replay from Friday's show, which is Riggins' weekend review song. You don't want to miss that coming up next.
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.
TJ Riggins Prime Plus members get all of the shows commercial free, plus a segment called Extra Extra Funny. All for the low price of $4.99 a month or $54.89 for a 12-month subscription. Sign up at the Media Center at tjriggins.com.
Now, back to the TJ and Riggins Show.
Listen everywhere.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
TJ said his grandmother never let her husband see her without a full face of makeup on. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, but it was Jody's grandmother.
Oh, it was Jody's grandmother.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that.
My wife's grandmother, yeah. Full face of makeup.
A full face of makeup.
And hair done.
My grandmother, too.
Same thing?
I think I've said that before. Same thing. My mom's mom.
Was it more important that their husbands never see them or that anybody saw them without makeup?
Jody's grandmother was her husband. But she wouldn't let anybody else see her either, but it was mainly for her husband.
Yeah.
It was most important.
Mine wasn't for anybody. She always told me, now you never let anybody see you without looking fully done.
And have you tried to live up to that, or did that go out the window at some...
Come on.
I mean, look at her now.
Look at me
right
on my
now.
Lindsay look. Well,
I'm kidding.
listen, I tried hard for this.
I'm just kidding.
Look at me last. No, clearly that's gone.
Would you like to get into that space, like where you do start doing that kind of thing, or it's just not for you?
It's not for me.
What's where you always say, like, you're not a woman unless you carry a purse?
Yeah.
Is this another sign of like women becoming less feminine, like the purse thing is? Putting a full face of makeup on, never letting anybody see you without makeup.
No, I actually am not the type of person that looks at a woman and says she needs more makeup. So that doesn't bother me.
Okay.
And I'm quite the opposite when it comes to being at the beach or the pool. Like to see a woman walking around a pool in, non-pool shoes, like heels and a full face of makeup and jewelry and the whole thing. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, and you've said that forever.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm with you on that. And the older I get, I feel more strongly, like you just said, about that. Like, when you're young, you're like, oh, I got to look to the nines, but it's like.
Because you're going to pool parties and things like that.
Yeah.
The pool party for you now is like, when's the pizza going to get here and blowing up floaties for the kids?
Right.
Do you
Me being in the water now.
Do you feel pressure to, when you go to like the swim meets and stuff, that the other moms dress a certain way? Do you feel like the need to keep up appearances in front of them?
I don't, but I've often thought, this is more recently since we're doing the swim team, but good example. Some people really do dress up and I kind of look at them like, why'd you do all that?
Yeah. Especially at a swim meet when it's damp and it's muggy and it smells like chlorine. It's like, what are you doing?
What is Sabrina the Teenage Witch's name? What was her name?
Melissa Joan Hart.
Was it her that married a guy from Alabama or was dating a guy from? Okay. She said that the first time he invited her to an Alabama football game, she was like, yeah, that's going to be so fun. And she showed up wearing a jersey and maybe eye black and she was ready to cheer on the team.
Yeah.
And she got to meet, with his family and his friends and everything. And she said, why didn't you tell me people dress up for this? She said they were in dresses and just, decked out like they're going to church.
Yeah.
And so
that's funny.
Yeah. So she said she felt like a homeless person.
And she's a celebrity. People are probably looking at her and they're like, oh, I know who you are. Clarissa.
They were probably like, these Hollywood people.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Get her out of here.
Yeah.
That must have been really embarrassing for her.
I get that.
Roll Tide.
More TJ and Riggins coming up.
If you've recently thought, dang, Lindsay's skin is looking good, your eyes are not deceiving you, it's Love Indus. Love Indus is my new skincare regimen. They have cleansers, serums, toners. You are going to love all of their products. And guess what? You get 21% off using code TJ. That's a better discount than pretty much anywhere you're going to get. So go to tjriggins.com/deals and check out my new favorite skincare line because you're going to be glowing. Your skin's going to be tighter. You're going to look vibrant. It's an amazing product. Check it out.
Buying or selling a house can be one of the most stressful things ever, but the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can help make your life easier. They're not just salespeople, they're actually real estate and marketing experts. Look, my wife and I always use the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty because they're great. It's just that simple. Let them help you find your next dream home. Go to tjriggins.com/Temple team, tjriggins.com/Temple team, and make sure to tell them that you heard about it from me, TJ, because that makes me look good.
The perfect start to the day.
New Radio Net presents the TJ and Riggins Show.
Just the best.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Hey, Lindsay. Riggins tells me that you had a funny story on your Facebook Live thing the other night, last week, when it was.
Yeah.
What was it? Share with us all.
Yeah, I would love to. The other day, Delilah was at a Barbie camp. So I go to pick her up around 12:30, and one of the moms texted me and said, hey, can you grab my child for me? I'm running a little late, stuck in traffic. I'm like, sure, no problem. So I get up to the desk to get Delilah. I have Brooks on my hip. He's mad. He's even in there. He's like whining. I get Delilah and I look at the teacher and I'm like, hey, here's a text from my friend. She's running a little late. Let me just grab her daughter. We're going to wait here in the lobby. She said, we can't do that. I was like, okay, well, here's my phone. Here, I'm a frequenter of this dance studio. I come every day. You know me. Secondly, I don't want another kid. This kid's whining. I got a 5-year-old coming out in full Barbie face paint. You think I want another toddler on my hip? I ain't kidnapping nobody. So she looks it up. Finally, they give her to me. But I'm like, sister, look at me right now. You think I want another child?
I have to say, though, I wouldn't have given the kid to you.
I get just me telling you, but you're reading my text. I guess they thought it was like fabricated because now with AI and stuff, you can do all kinds.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, you don't look as honest and innocent as you think you do, Lindsay.
I don't, because I got my son over
shifty.
here on my legs crying his eyes out because he's in a dance studio.
He's crying because you probably stole him, for all I know.
I'm trying to give him to somebody. I'm like, you take him.
Yeah, you should have said that. You should have said, give me that one, and just for collateral, to make sure that I'm not up to anything, you take this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I about pulled out my ID. Like, do you just want to keep it? Like I'm forgot my card or something, paying at a bar. Like, you just want to keep my ID? You kidding me?
Well, were you being sassy with her?
No,
you weren't.
She was new and 20, so I just let it go. But I was like texting the mom, they won't give her to me. She's like, do I need to call?
Lindsay going into a dance studio and not being treated like a legend is probably already, something.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am? We pay enough. You better know my name.
Yeah.
No, I am the only dancer for the Charlotte Bobcats / Hornets whose jersey and uniform was retired.
Thank you. You better know it, people.
I'm surprised that's not your wallpaper on your phone. Your shadow boxed retired Bobcats dancer uniform.
Yeah.
This is my ID.
It's true.
What else you need to see?
Yeah.
They wouldn't do that to Paula Abdul, If she walked in there, they wouldn't even question her.
Hell no.
They wouldn't question her.
Put some respect on her name.
They wouldn't do it for that. What's her name? The crazy one that gets the Reiki done. What's her? Julianne Hough.
Julianne Hough.
Yeah.
Yep. See?
They go, well, we know
I'm
you're a
basically
dancer.
Julianne Hough.
Yeah, exactly. And Derek. They better recognize up in there and give you as many kids as you want.
That's right.
I'm here to take them all.
More TJ and Riggins coming up. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.